At that time again, Mahamate, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, made a request of the Blessed One, saying, Blessed One, tell me, Sugata, tell me about the rising and disappearing of the skandhas, dhatus, and ayatanas. And in case there is no ego soul, what is it that comes to exist and to disappear? The ignorant who are attached to the notion of rising and disappearing fail to understand the extinction of pain, and thus they know not what nirvana is. Said the Blessed One, Then, Mahamate, listen well and reflect well within yourself. I will tell you. Mahamate, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, said, Certainly, Blessed One, and gave ear to the Blessed One. The Blessed One said this to him, Mahamate, the Tathagata-garbha holds within it the cause for both good and evil, and by it all the forms of existence are produced. Like an actor, it takes on a variety of forms, and in itself is devoid of an ego soul and what belongs to it. As this is not understood, there is the functioning together of the triple combination from which effects take place. But the philosophers, not knowing this, are tenaciously attached to the idea of a cause or a creating agency. Because of the influence of habit energy that has been accumulating variously by false reasoning since beginningless time, what here goes under the name of Alayavijnana is accompanied by the 7 Vijnanas, which give birth to a state known as the abode of ignorance. It is like a great ocean in which the waves roll on permanently, but the deep remains unmoved. That is, the alaya body itself subsists uninterruptedly, quite free from fault of impermanence, unconcerned with the doctrine of ego substance, and thoroughly pure in its essential nature. As to the other 7 Vijnanas, beginning with the Manas and Manavijnana, they have their rise and complete ending from moment to moment. They are born with false discrimination as cause, and with forms and appearances and objectivity as conditions which are intimately linked together. Adhering to names and forms, they do not realize that objective individual forms are no more than what is seen of the mind itself. They do not give exact information regarding pleasure and pain. They are not the cause of emancipation. By setting up names and forms which originate from greed, greed is begotten in turn, thus mutually conditioned and conditioning. When the sense organs, which seize upon the objective world, are destroyed and annihilated, the other things immediately cease to function, and there is no recognition of pleasure and pain, which are the self-discrimination of knowledge. Thus, there is the attainment of perfect tranquilization, in which thoughts and sensations are quieted, or there is the realization of the 4 dhyanas, in which truths of emancipation are well understood. Whereupon the yogins are led to cherish herein the notion of true emancipation, because of the non-arising of the Vijnanas. But when a revulsion or turning back has not taken place in the Alayavijnana, known under the name of Tathagata-garbha, there is no cessation of the 7 evolving Vijnanas. Why? Because the evolution of the Vijnanas is depending on this cause. But this does not belong to the realm of the Shravakas, Pratyeka Buddhas, and those who are disciplining themselves in the exercises of the philosophers, as they only know the egolessness of the self-soul, as they only accept the individuality and generality of the skandhas, dhatus, and ayatanas. There is the evolving of the Tathagata-garbha. When an insight into the 5 dharmas, the 3 svabhavas, and the egolessness of all things is obtained, the Tathagata-garbha becomes quiescent. By causing a revulsion in the continuous development of the graded stages, the bodhisattva may not be led astray in the path of enlightenment by those philosophers who hold different views. Thus, establishing himself at the bodhisattva stage of akala, or immovable, He obtains the paths leading to the happiness of the 10 samadhis. Supported by the Buddhas in samadhi, observing the truths of the Buddha which go beyond thought and his own original vows, not entering into the happiness of the samadhi, which is the limit of reality, but by means of the self-realization which is not generally gained by the paths of discipline belonging to the Shravakas, Pratyeka Buddhas, and philosophers, he obtains the 10 paths of discipline, which belong to the noble family of the Tathagatas, and also obtains the knowledge body created by the will, which is removed from the premeditated workings of samadhi. For this reason, Mahamate, let those bodhisattva mahasattvas who are seeking after the exalted truth effect the purification of the Tathagata-garbha, which is known as the Alayavijnana. Mahamate, if you say that there is no Tathagata-garbha known as Alayavijnana, there will be neither the rising nor the disappearing of an external world of multiplicities in the absence of the Tathagata-garbha known as Alayavijnana. But Mahamate, there is the rising and disappearing of the ignorant as well as the holy ones. Therefore, the yogins, while walking in the noble path of self-realization and abiding in the enjoyment of things as they are, do not abandon working hard and are never frustrated in their undertakings. Mahamate, this realm of the Tathagata-garbha is primarily undefiled and is beyond all the speculative theories of the Shravakas, Pratyeka Buddhas, and philosophers, but it appears to them devoid of purity, as it is soiled by these external defilements. This is not the case with the Tathagatas, Mahamate. With the Tathagatas, it is an intuitive experience, as if it were an amalaka fruit held in the palm of the hand. This, Mahamate, was told by me in the canonical text relating to Queen Shramala, and in another, where the bodhisattvas, endowed with subtle, fine, pure knowledge, are supported by my spiritual powers, that the Tathagata-garbha known as the Alayavijnana evolves together with the 7 Vijnanas. This is meant for the Shravakas, who are not free from attachment, to make them see into the egolessness of things, and for Queen Shramala, to whom the Buddha's spiritual power was added, the pure realm of Tathagatahood was expounded. This does not belong to the realm of speculation, as it is carried on by the Shravakas, Pratyeka Buddhas, and other philosophers, except, Mahamate, that this realm of Tathagatahood, which is the realm of the Tathagata-garbha Alayavijnana, is meant for those bodhisattva mahasattvas who, like you, are endowed with subtle, fine, penetrating thought power, and whose understanding is in accordance with the meaning. And it is not for others, such as philosophers, Shravakas, and Pratyeka Buddhas, who are attached to the letters of the canonical texts. For this reason, Mahamate, let you and other bodhisattva mahasattvas discipline yourselves in the realm of Tathagatahood, in the understanding of this Tathagata-garbha Alayavijnana, so that you may not rest contented with mere learning. So it is said, the Garbha of the Tathagatas is indeed united with the 7 Vijnanas. When this is adhered to, there arises duality, but when rightly understood, duality ceases. The mind, which is the product of intellection since beginningless time, is seen like a mere image. When things are viewed as they are in themselves, there is neither objectivity nor its appearance. As the ignorant grasp the fingertip and not the moon, so those who cling to the letter know not my truth. The Sita dances like a dancer. The Manas resembles a jester. The Manovijnana, together with the 5 Vijnanas, creates an objective world which is like a stage.